Welcome to the WanderLearn-Podcast. I'm your host, Francis Tapon. In this episode, I have back one of my most popular guests and most beloved guests, Sym Blanchard. He has just turned 70 years old. I've been interviewing him for basically 5 years. And this year, he completed the Triple Crown hiking challenge in the United States. That means having done the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail, and the Continental Divide Trail. We start off the episode by talking about that. And then we talk about the Israeli trail I'd never heard of. And then I talk to him about his age, 7 years old. Is he slowing down? What are signs of him slowing down? At the 11th minute, we talk about rating the trails on a 1 to 10 scale. Enjoy the trail? Enjoy the podcast. And don't forget to go to WanderLearn.com, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and go to patreon.com/ftapon to pick up my latest chapter on my book. Thanks. You have finished the Triple Crown. For those who don't know, that is completing the Pacific Crest Trail, the Appalachian Trail, and the Continental Divide Trail. And you had done it in sections, and you completed the last section last year. And how long was that?
It was about 180 miles, and finished up part of Glacier, and then there was a section down below by Salmon.
You ended in Glacier.
And I ended in Glacier.
Right, so you started in Salmon.
Yeah.
And went north.
Went north, and it was different sections. I'd done other sections too, so I was just tying everything together.
Awesome.
And finished it, and it was beautiful. It was
what time of year? July?
September.
September.
So
Okay,
it's getting a little cold.
A little cool.
Yeah.
At night, especially.
Yeah.
But you never got cold.
No.
Okay.
No, it was great, and no mosquitoes, no ticks. It was great.
And then you
September.
you tagged the monument.
Yeah.
And then where did you go? Did you keep walking north? Did you go turn around and go back?
I hitched and caught a ride going
No, but
back.
when you touched the monument,
Yeah.
you're in the middle of nowhere. There's nowhere to hitch.
No, I was at Chief Joseph. I did the Chief Joseph.
You
the
little
other one
cheater.
No, the other one was closed. Yeah.
It was because of COVID.
Yeah, there was COVID, and they had still issues with going across the border.
Okay, very good.
So I hitched a ride back to the mini glacier.
Now our wedding bells are ringing right now, so Sym and I are going to get married. But before we do that, I want to talk about the Israeli trail. So
yes.
You joined the Jewish resistance and taken on the evil Palestinians. And what happened?
Oh, it was fabulous, and loved the Palestinians and loved the Jewish settlers.
But you hate the Russians
and Jewish,
or the Ukrainians. You don't.
No, they're all good. It was fabulous. It's a 683 mile, 1,144 kilometer trek going from Lebanon to Egypt, around through Israel, and all around. Although it stayed in the Israel territory, it didn't go on the West Bank.
I see.
But it's their national trail, and
but the West Bank is Israel. Didn't they tell you that?
I have a friend from high school that is a West Bank settler, and he says that. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
I have another friend who's a Palestinian in Ramallah, and he says differently.
And he says Israel is Palestine.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'm glad we all agree.
Well, you think about the politics here in the United States that we're so divided. Boy, over there it's but they liked it. They talk about it, and they have good conversations, and so they're very open.
How some people have fears about walking through Israel because there's these periodic bombings and whatever, but I imagine you never felt any kind of instability.
I could hear a lot of gunfire, and jets were going overhead. I didn't see any missiles going. And
what? For where?
Oh, from Gaza. They were firing missiles from Gaza.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I saw one.
I thought that was all fake news.
Yeah, I saw the one of the Arab guys get taken down. I'm not sure what he did, but.
What do you mean taken down?
Well, all of a sudden I saw him spread eagle on the floor, and the guy
you
with the
were
machine
just walking
gun,
along.
No, I was sitting in the bus, and I was looking out the bus.
Wait, you were walking a trail.
No, I walked, but I had to take the buses to get to the trail, and so I didn't hike it all in one go. I'd hike and then I'd go stay in Jerusalem or Tel Aviv, and then I'd come back on the buses, and they have a fabulous bus system.
Why didn't you camp outside?
I did camp, but then when I'd come back and recover, I'm an old guy, so I'd recover for a few days.
But so how many days would you camp in a row? Like 3?
Probably about 8 or 9.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. And I'd get beat up, and then I'd go, okay, I want to rest.
So do you notice, now you're 70 years young, do you notice that you do take longer to recover than when you were 60?
Yeah.
Like, when did you ever feel an inflection point, or has it been like just a gradual decline or gradual,
Yeah.
Was there an inflection point?
It was interesting. At one point, and I think it was about 8 years ago, I started to kind of shuffle, doing an old man shuffle. And I go, wow, how could I be doing that?
Not like a normal gait, if you will.
Right,
like a normal stride.
Yeah. And I was doing an old man shuffle, and I go, oh, man. And so then I just started hiking more, and it went away. And I don't want it to come back. So that's one reason why I keep hiking.
But you didn't answer my question.
Yeah.
Which is, I know it takes longer to recover when you're 70 than when you're 60.
Yeah.
I understand that. But if you were to draw a graph, is it a smooth decline, or was there an inflection point where all of a sudden at, let's say, 67, you needed dramatically more time to recover than you did at 66?
I think it's a gradual thing.
Okay.
It has. I think if I get a big injury, if I fall or break something, then that could be traumatic. But so far, it's just kind of a gradual decline.
Okay, so do you worry, because a lot of times you're hiking by yourself, you could trip, and you have fallen.
Yeah.
You've had that close call like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Any close call since?
No, but my two.
You didn't get spread eagle somewhere?
No, but it was kind of close. 2 of my mantras when I was hiking was, "Oh shit!
Don't fuck up! Don't fuck up! Don't fuck up!"
And the other is, "I'm getting too old for this shit."
Did you really? Yeah, that was a mantra?
Yeah, oh, my mantra, because
but that sounds like a really negative mantra.
The Negev desert I thought would be flat and hot, and I had my umbrella, so I didn't think it would be a big deal. But you go down into these crevices and up these ravine, and hot, but you're climbing ladders like in Drakensberg Traverse.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And and some of the stuff I love going up. I'm really good going up, but going down, it's just horrible. And they just go.
Is it the knees, the back? What's hurting?
It's just the shuffling.
Joints?
It doesn't really hurt. It's just shuffling, not shuffling, but the imbalance. That I finally got a walking stick. I hadn't had a walking stick before, but just
you feel insecure.
Yeah, insecure.
You feel like that's why all these people break their hips when they're above 70 years old.
Especially with its loose gravel.
Right.
And I was shuffling down a 60-degree incline.
60.
60, and it was it was loose gravel, and
at that point you just shuffle on your butt.
I did, and my cell phone fell out.
Oh, great!
And I left it up there because I wasn't.
Permanently.
I got
it's
down.
Still there now.
It's still there now.
I'm going to go there now. See you guys later.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a free cell phone.
I got down and it was missing, and I go, and I kind of looked up, and I'm not going back up there, and then come back down. And I was, running out of water and running out of food, and so it
How expensive was the phone?
It was
like $200?
Yeah, a couple $100, 200 something. So I just got a new one when I got back.
Right. But that had your GPS too, presumably.
Yeah,
you didn't really need
I was
it?
right at the end of the trail, so that was fortunate. But that's a tough trail. I thought the AT was steep. For me steep and tough. Yeah, PUDs, pointless up and downs. Right. And this beat it. This was a lot tougher.
Really?
Yeah.
So just up and down and up and down and up. Was it a PUD? Was it a pointless up and down? Because to me, what makes a PUD is that you get to the top and the scenery hasn't changed really at all. Then it feels pointless. But if the views, and I imagine Israel is mostly desert.
Yeah.
So you got some nice views probably at the top.
The views were fabulous. Yeah.
So there wasn't more pointless up and down in the sense that
you're right.
You get rewarded with a view at the top and maybe a view at the bottom. Was it cooler or hotter in the bottom?
Cooler. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You get into the ravines and it's cool. And actually, I was there in
February. Was there vegetation down there?
February, March.
Very little,
a little bit. Yeah, there were patches.
Not like tree cover.
No. But you're in the ravine, so you're in the shade. And this was February, March, or actually it was, in the Negev Desert was February, March, and it was fairly cool.
And then camping was, you just slept out anywhere?
Yeah, you're supposed to stay in campsites,
You did not?
But I very rarely did.
Yeah.
They didn't catch me.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nobody patrolling, I imagine, running around.
No.
You just get off the trail, you park like 100 meters off the trail.
Yeah.
And then just call it a night.
Yeah.
And
then
they wake up early in the morning.
But they had water caches that you could pick up. And
oh, nice.
Yeah.
And were they designated? Did they tell you? Okay.
Yeah.
So you knew.
You pay ahead, and then they send you the GPS for stops, and then
you pay.
Yeah.
You pay for what?
For water.
For the GPS?
For the water, the water, and then they send you a GPS with the location. I mean, the location.
What if you don't pay?
If you can find it, I guess you can have it. But,
okay, that's
but
what I'm saying. So send me the GPS location, because I'm a cheapskate.
Yeah.
They probably move it every year. The assholes. But that's pretty good. And so, how long did it take total?
It was about 2.5 months.
Oh, wow.
And I took time, in between recovering, went to go see the Nazareth, where Jesus grew up, and and Bethlehem.
So when was the last time that you, I guess, what was the longest hike without any kind of 0 days that you've ever done in your life?
I think the CDT, it was like, I think it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks
2.5
without
weeks.
a 0 day.
That's where Patty called you and was saying how we don't know where he is.
Yeah.
And I hadn't checked in for a while.
Yeah.
So,
okay, That was 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I don't go very, very long.
Okay.
And it's not like you going 45 days without a shower.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I didn't take any 0 days for 201 days.
Oh man.
It was when I did the CT, but I was also 36 at the time.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So I mean, I don't think I could do that when I'm 70. So it's a different story.
You could probably do it now, though. Yeah. Good.
I think I could, but I probably would go at fewer miles per day.
Right.
Instead of doing 35 miles a day, I might do 25 or 20 or something.
That's
like
what
that.
I did, about 25.
Yeah, I think that's a sustainable pace.
Yeah.
It allows you to recover, but still you need to recover.
Yeah, absolutely. But a lot of great fellow hikers, the Israelis and people from all over the world were hiking it. And
how would you rate it on a 1 to 10 scale?
As far as difficulty,
so just calibrate it. 10 is the best trail you've ever been on, which is what? What's a 10?
I like the John Muir Trail.
Okay, so John Muir's a 10. Good choice.
Yeah.
And 5 is like an average trail, nice, pleasant. Yeah. 1 is a terrible trail you wish you hadn't gone on. So with that calibration, what would you rate the Israelis trail?
Okay, 1 to 5, I'd say 4.
No, 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I'd say a 7.
7, okay. And then what would you give the Appalachian Trail?
I say a 5 or 6.
Okay, and what about the Pacific Crest Trail?
Pacific Crest Trail. 8 or 9.
Okay, and CDT?
8 or 9.
Okay.
Maybe 10.
Okay. All right. So.
And then I was just hiking on the Pinhoti Trail.
Oh yeah.
Which is
so there are a lot of Pinhotis there.
Yeah. I think
How are the
means
Pinhotis?
Turkey feet, I think it means.
Okay.
But that's down goes from Alabama to Georgia, and it kind of connects the Florida Trail.
Isn't there like a Nez Perce Trail something too?
Yeah, there's another one farther to the west.
Down in that region, that's some area you never hear people hiking long distance trails, but they exist.
It's a national
in the south.
trail.
Yeah. Pinhoti Trail.
Pinhoti Trail.
Who knew?
But it's part of I want to do the Eastern Continental Trail, and that goes from Key West all the way up to Newfoundland. So I'm going to fill in those points, and then next 2 weeks I'm going to Scotland to do the Appalachian Trail of Europe.
The Appalachian Trail of Europe.
Yeah, where the Appalachians and the England and actually Africa, and anyway, they're all connected.
This is in 2024.
No, later this year. Next month.
Oh, next month. Sorry, next year. I heard next year.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My hearing aid is not working.
No, my speech isn't. So
next month. So okay, but by the time this is released, because the episodes before you is going to be all about Johnny Ward. But so by the time people are listening to this, you may already be done with this trail. How many kilometers?
It's I think it's only 90 miles.
Okay, so you can do it in like 3 nights.
Yeah,
or
something
4
like
or 5,
that.
a week, let's say.
Yeah. And Hadrian's Wall and that. I have family there, so I'll go visit there. So.
Wow. Okay, so that's cool. Have you done the Hayduke Trail?
No. No.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Hayduke
or Hayduke?
Something. Yeah.
Hayduke.
I've heard about it.
Yeah. And what about the Arizona Trail?
No, it's on my list. I was trying to decide between.
What about the Pacific Northwest Trail?
No, not yet.
You know about it?
Yeah.
It's 1,000 kilometers from Glacier National Park to Olympic.
Yeah. Is that on your list?
It's on my list. Whatever's on your list is on my list.
The other one I was thinking is the Mountains to Sea that goes from the Appalachians down to Cape Hatteras through North Carolina. And that's about 1,100 miles. It's up,
So it starts in the mountains and walks down to the sea?
Yeah, down through Asheville and
that could be
it's
nice.
supposed to be really nice.
Could be nice, yeah.
So much to do.
And then there's parts of the International Appalachian Trail that goes into Canada.
That I want to do that. Yeah.
What the? Why are you sitting here down? Like, you got shit to do.
I'm recovering. I'm an old guy.
All right. When we come back for the next episode with Sym Blanchard, we are going to talk about health issues that he has been suffering from recently and the lessons learned from that experience. So subscribe to the podcast. Go to WanderLearn.com to subscribe, and go to your favorite podcast player, WanderLearn, one word. And spread the word. Let more people know about it. Go to YouTube also. I'm on YouTube, and you'll subscribe to that. This is France Tapon, encouraging you and Sym to wander and learn. And that ends this episode of the WanderLearn-Podcast, where we explore travel, technology, and transformation. If you'd like to see the show notes with links to what we've talked about, go to WanderLearn.com and click on this episode. If you'd like to connect with me, just remember F Tapon. That's my first initial and my last name. ftapon is always my social media username. My website is ftapon.com. Do you want to leave me an anonymous voicemail where you can make a comment or ask a question? Then go to speakpipe.com/ftapon. Furthermore, if you'd like to get rewarded for supporting my projects, then go to patreon.com/ftapon. That's where you can pick up some remarkable rewards for as little as $2 a month. Now, 5 quick favors. Number 1, subscribe to the WanderLearn podcast. 2, download it. 3, share it. 4, review it. And 5, sign up for my newsletter at WanderLearn.com. Our theme music was composed by Eric Stratman. This is France Tapon, encouraging you to wander and learn.